Hi there, it's Tiffany of Clarity, Confidence, Courage, Women's Empowerment. Welcome or welcome back. Today, I'm going to be discussing why it's important to become your own muse. Now, if you've never heard of a muse is the source of inspiration for a lot of artists or, creative types. In ancient times, muses were usually women or ethereal female beings. Muses are talked a lot about in Greek mythology as these beautiful, ethereal goddesses that inspired the arts and the sciences. In today's era, if somebody calls you their muse, it's actually a compliment. They're saying that you are their inspiration to create, to dream, to explore, to grow their passions in life. So take it as a compliment, because it is. Now, what if I told you that you were the type of person that could become a muse for yourself? Because you are. When I first decided that I wanted to become my own muse, I was in a place in my life where I felt really stuck, like not sure of what the next steps were. I wasn't miserable, but I definitely wasn't happy. And I knew something had to change, but I didn't feel inspired. I didn't feel motivated. So, of course, I began to look on the outside of me, look at people or persons or places that could motivate me and inspire me. And yes, there are people online or historical figures or celebrities that definitely inspire me. But I realized I needed that every single day, like that one-on-one personal level of inspiration. So eventually I realized that I had to inspire myself if I really wanted to change my life. If you're having a similar experience, then you're in the right place. Because today I'm going to go over tips on how you can become your own source of inspiration and use your own life force energy to create and grow your passions. As always, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to help other women just like you who want to thrive and really grow their passions in life. Now let's get into these tips on how you can become your own muse. First, you want to write out your hero's journey. The hero's journey is the framework that most stories and movies follow. It outlines a common pattern found in many myths, legends, and stories across all cultures, like no matter where you're from. It typically involves a protagonist or the main character who embarks on an adventure. They face trials, they face challenges, they undergo some major transformation, and ultimately, at the end of the movie, they return home, a changed, heroic figure. They become enlightened. They go through a transformation. That's what makes them the hero. Now, when you think about adventure or fantasy books or movies like Star Wars or Harry Potter or even cartoons like Frozen, there are stages that the hero or the main character of the movie that they go through. This is the hero's journey. It starts with just an ordinary person who faces a major challenge and they're scared and they're fearful and they don't want to go, they don't want to face the villain, but they have to. And then they meet a wise mentor, their Yoda, who helps them, and then they face the villain or the force or whatever it is, and they figure out who their allies are that can help them, who their enemies are to stay away from, and then they fight or they go through the challenge, and by the end of the story, they are a changed person. Now, I want to show you a complete outline of what the different stages of the hero's journey actually looks like. Almost every person that I have ever met has a story that is the hero's journey story. You have a hero's journey story. You've probably just never written it out or took the time to really think through your life and write out the story. Now, I'm not saying you need to write out a full book, but just sit down and jot down some of the main highlights of your life, because you have lived a hero's journey, whether you believe it or not. So for example, when you want to write out when you were born, who was in your life at that time, what challenges you faced as you grew up, how did you overcome those challenges, who helped you, who were your mentors, what happened, what did you learn, and who you are now. You can have multiple stories within your life that displays your hero's journey. So like many heroes' journeys. The point is to write out a time where you faced a challenge and you were able to overcome it. That is one of your hero's stories that you can use and read every day to inspire yourself. Because if you can get past that challenge, then you can get past other life challenges. So decide on which phase of your life you want to focus on and write out your hero's journey. Now, the next way to become your own muse is to embrace your uniqueness. You have to see yourself as this artistic masterpiece full of talents and abilities and skills and dreams and desires and experiences. I remember when I was a kid, I asked my mom if I was a mistake. Like, did she actually mean to have me? Or was I the oops baby? Because I was the youngest child. And I was like, was I a mistake? Because I just felt so different. I felt like the weird one of the family. I never felt like I fit in with my siblings or even like cousins or family members. And I was always kind of ostracized in some ways because people always thought I was weird. And so it took me a long time growing up to understand how to embrace my own differences, even within my family structure, and of course in the world. So embrace every facet of who you are, from your quirks to your passions, or any little thing that other people may tell you is weird or unusual or just a little too different, whether it's different from your family or different from your ethnic group, or it's a little weird within your cultural background. It's okay. Be willing to embrace it because it's a part of who you are. Maybe you're a bookworm. Maybe you're a gamer. Maybe you're a tech geek. Maybe you love gourmet cooking. Maybe you love watching anime. Or maybe you're just obsessed with vintage dressing and vintage outfits or vintage clothing, whatever. Whatever it is, fully step into it. That's a part of you, and that's what makes you unique. So don't let other people's ideas of you make you squirm down and shrink. Be willing to stand out from everybody else and allow that uniqueness to inspire you. Be bold about it. And every day wake up and say, I'm special because I'm me. Now tap into your creativity. That's the next step. Creativity is the gateway to unleashing your inner muse, whether it's painting, writing, dancing, playing some type of musical instrument or any other form of expression. Allow yourself the freedom to create without judgment. Let your imagination run wild. And again, it's all up to what you feel is creative, and only you know that. I used to love to draw when I was a kid. I used to sketch, I used to draw, I used to paint. And when I was younger, I always felt like I could do it all day long. It's like time just stopped because I was in my zone. And that's when you know you're in your creative energy, when you're doing this thing that you love and it's creative and it's amazing and you can't do, hear, or see anything else. You are 100% focused. That creative energy will inspire you to do more things that make you feel alive. And it really sets your soul on fire. And that'll push you forward into inspiring you to do more. Lastly, cultivate a positive mindset through empowering activities such as waking up and giving gratitude daily, meditating every day, saying affirmations to yourself every day. A positive mind helps you take a moment each day to reflect on the blessings that surround you, whether they be big or even small. By shifting your focus to the present moment and appreciating all the beauty that exists within and around you, you'll attract more beautiful things. You'll attract more abundance. You'll attract more goodness, and you'll attract more people that have that same mentality. So be willing to start training your brain and your mind to see the beauty in every moment and the endless possibilities of the future. And that's how you can also start to become your own inspiration and your own muse, by changing how you think about the world and ultimately how you think about yourself. And there you have it, all my tips on how to become your own muse. The power to inspire and motivate yourself lies within your hands. Remember, you're the architect of your life. You are the creator of your own destiny, and the world is your canvas. Inspire yourself to create a life you love, filled with confidence, courage, and embrace your unique talents, skills, and abilities to bring you joy. So until the next time, stay inspired, become your own muse, and stay empowered. I'll talk to you later. Bye.